the league was just constantly changing to try and, equal the playing field because Mikan was so great in his time. So, unfortunately, I don't have his real 1948 rookie. So I've got this. This is a licensed reprint. It's not a counterfeit, but it's actually a licensed reprint that they did in 1996. So that's the closest thing I have so far. Actually, I take that back because there are a couple of decent alternatives. If you're, looking for a Mikan alternative, there's actually 3 alternatives, and I own 2 of them. One of them is this exhibit card here from 1948, which mentions Minneapolis. It doesn't say Lakers on the front, but most people know these for being baseball or non-sport, but there were a few basketball guys as well, including Mikan. I lucked out. I got this for like $11. It was listed under football. People really weren't searching for these at the time, so yeah, it has some paperware, but very happy to have that. And I don't even know, at one point PSA was not grading these. I think SGC was the only route. I haven't really looked into getting it slab. Maybe I will. Who knows? I mean, the grade's not going to be high, but I'm just happy to have the card. This one is PSA authenticated, and it's altered, which I have no problem with buying an altered card, especially if it's going to give me a little bit of a discount. So this is from 1948 Kellogg's Pep. And that was, I want to say that was like their Wheaties alternative. And obviously that didn't stick around for very long, but they had little cards in there, and this is one of them, George Mikan. So that's from 1948. The other one would be a Topps Magic card that they featured different colleges, and DePaul was one of them on there, and it featured Mikan, but I don't have that one. But I mentioned Wheaties earlier. Well, just 4 years later in 1952, there were Wheaties cards. Actually, he was on a panel of some of the smaller boxes in 1951 as well, but you don't see those very often. So he had 2 different cards on 52, this one, and then there's an action shot. I don't have the action shot, but I grabbed this on ComC, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, I think, for maybe like, I think $35. So happy with that purchase. I don't see a lot of them that have the blue edge around it. And some people don't like that anyway, but I like that. So anyway, I grabbed that one. But here, actually, let's show this one first. This was another ComC purchase from years ago. This was the first year of Immaculate, 2012. And it's got like an acetate surface. And it's just a jumbo piece of jersey. And I've tried to track down that jersey, and I can't find where they got that at all. I can't find anywhere where they bought that in a public auction. I'd like to know, but, that information's not out there as far as I can tell. But anyway, there's 50 of these, and there's not a lot of jumbo jerseys of Mikan out there. There's also not a lot of jumbo prime pieces. So even though this is a piece of what we would consider the trim, that when I saw that, I told myself I've got to have that, because you just don't see Mikan. You don't see a lot of Mikan patches in general, and there aren't any others that I know of that are this large of a piece, for a prime piece at least. All right, enough about George Mikan. I've been just sitting here staring at those cards, but